And if there's a motion to adopt those, we'll entertain it.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Item is approved, minutes are adopted. Item number 1, approval of disbursement from District 2 improvement funds. Counselor Howard.
I think Councilor Howard, well, not think, but no, she notated it in the email, the places that she wanted those allocations to go.
Ms. Standers, do you have it in front of you?
I do, yes, sir.
Can you read it off for us?
One's 3,000 and two are 1,000.
Yes, sir. So, Ms. Howard requested to have a total of 5,000 dispersed from her district improvement funds, 3,000 to Stillman College cheerleaders, 1,000 to Central High School band, and 1,000 to the Central High School golf team.
Motion approved.
Second?
All in favor say aye. Councilman Crowe, District 3 improvement funds, I believe there was a motion to allocate
How much? we want to do?
$47,000 to the infrastructure build at Sokol Park for the gauntlet race.
Chairman Busby, I do have a good amount of money in my District 3 improvement funds, but not that much.
Would you like to amend the amount to 1,000?
Oh, I would actually ask for a motion for that.
All right.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, $1,000 from District 3. Approval of disbursement from District 4 improvement funds, Chairman Busby, that would be me. And that is, Councilman Fail called me this week. The YMCA Wise Men's Club is putting up American flags in front of the downtown YMCA and has asked for help doing that. And I agreed to allocate 3,000 of my district funds towards that. That is city property, Mayor. I'm assuming there's no.
We'll work through any issue.
Okay, thank
There won't be a problem.
City votes against American flag.
Motion to approve.
No,
the second.
I made a condition of
That'll
3,000.
probably be on some
They're going to be
social
flying the Marine Corps colors as well. So,
Motion approved, Mr. Chairman.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Item is approved. Item number 4, Councilman Fail, District 6 improvement funds.
Yes, I would like to have transfer $1,000 each to Woodland Forest School, Eastwood, Paul Bryant High School, the Backpack,
Coalition.
whatever the name of it is, that Pam Rogers runs.
Yeah.
The Ivy, which is Donnie Lee, and Caring Days, and then the Kirsten Amerson fund that is Jaquan Winters runs.
Okay, we don't have any. So, Ms. Standard, do you have that recorded in an email?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the total is
7,000.
7.
Motion
Okay.
approved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Disbursement of district funds is approved. Ms. Standridge, General Fund Budget Revision number 8.
Yes. Good afternoon, council.
Good afternoon.
Previously in the year, but after the adopted budget was finalized, Mayor and Council had requested of ESD some extra services to be applied for game day operations and then certain operations throughout the downtown area for Parents Weekend and extra events that are happening around downtown area. Because of this coming after the adopted budget, the ESD overtime line item is not going to be able to hold the amount of hours that the ESD crews are going to need to fulfill such operations. We have asked ESD to compile how much it would be to make a proposal for those overtime hours, and that comes to about $170,000. We are requesting that that be moved into their overtime budget and then out of the contingency line item within general fund.
Okay.
Mr. Busby, I want to say
Yeah.
the response we've received from the public this year has been overwhelming, and it makes us just more efficient, more effective to be able to respond to the amount of crowds in real time. It's something we talked about in August and September when we knew when we'd move forward with it, there would be a cost. It certainly is a significant cost, but it's well worth it. Considering the amount of people who are in those entertainment areas, the cleanliness, the long-term maintenance of it. And Chris and his team are really they are a dedicated group of individuals who are committed to our standard. And I've been very thankful for the job they've done, and I've gotten a lot of feedback, mainly from your constituents.
I'm
about
sure.
How positive it's been.
And
Um,
let me add, Mr.
Sure.
Chairman, every time I've called Chris, he has responded quickly. Every time.
I would echo that too. I mean, I think the can-do positive department that Chris is kind of presiding over, all of that starts with the leader.
Hey, Chris, come on up for just a sec.
A good example.
Since we're not throwing darts, you might as well get up here at the. Is
Appreciate
the,
what you do.
yeah, likewise.
Thank you.
Give us the quick 30-second version of the types of things that it's involved.
So, one thing, the biggest thing we have done is the main reflection of this number is not only do we do litter detail and litter barrel detail on game days, live at the plaza, any kind of event that's in that area, or even outside of that area, actually, spring cleanups like I emailed y'all about earlier. We not only do we do the litter pickup and the litter barrels, we are running trash trucks, garbage trucks to pick up any kind of litter or the large amounts of debris that could blow in the streets and cause a public safety issue or anything like that. And we are actually sweeping those areas 3 days versus 1 day. Like if we have a large home game on a Saturday, we're coming through Friday to make sure it looks good in preparation for that event. Saturday, we're working during the event. Sunday, we're cleaning up to make sure we're ready to go for the work week on Monday.
So, is that part new or different?
Yeah, so previously it was just that day, the day of the
Okay.
event. It was a cleanup that day, and hopefully they got it all. It was a set schedule. So now we fluctuate our schedule based on the size of the event. We'll extend our hours if we feel like we need to, especially downtown on large home games. If they're late at night, we'll run 2 crews, one during the day to maintain the crowd during the day, and then one in the evening into the night to maintain the night crowd and keep the litter and the litter barrels from overflowing into the streets.
And then when we flip flop to the spring, the mayor mentioned the parents' days, which have proved to be a boon for
Yeah,
us.
they're
The way
huge.
they have spread those out over multiple weekends is providing a demand level that's up and consistent over several weeks. Is so this overall additional service, is this reliably forecastable enough that it'll be factored into your next year's budget?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Most improvements.
Well, I got one more question. Is any of this addressable by I don't know what to call it, not surge workforce? In other words, do you have to have somebody on the payroll all year round? Is the nature of this requirement such that you can hire just to meet the surge requirement?
So we've
Or do you
talked
have to
about-
put them on year round to meet it?
I think the year round makes us meet that expectation even more. We did ponder the idea of having a part-time crew, hiring some part-time people just for those days, but events are becoming so spread out over the year, not just, in
Okay.
the fall, that we find it better just to work it this way.
Okay, well,
Mr. Busby, just one quick thing. Chris and I were actually Mr. Meggs and I were having this conversation coming down the hallway. He's done a great job in his first year of getting us back to our standard. But we are looking at different areas of the city had different needs, including our central city, and looking at different types of service offerings we could offer the public. So we hope in a few months to come back with some ideas, to sit down and talk with you and Mr. Wilson, since it would mainly be in your districts,
Yes, sir.
about some ideas that we think could be, and we could approach the district, because in terms of density, there's no denser area than.
there's
the
nowhere
districts
else we have them 500 per acre.
And
Right.
it just, frankly, it requires a different level of service than you might see in Alberta or North Tuscaloosa or out in Woodland Forest. I mean, it's just a different type of service level, and so we know we need to figure that business model out. to be able to provide type of service is gonna be needed in that central core area.
I'm glad to hear it, and he and I had that discussion also, and so it's reassuring to know that that's already up on the radar being examined. So there's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, that takes care of that. Next item, Ms. Standridge.
And just one quick note for the ESD overtime budget, that is a projection for the entire year, so that will encompass the few game days that will happen in the fall.
So
and then the
that
rest of
gets
the
us to
spring.
1 October?
Yes, sir, that will get us all the way to 9/30. And so if you see that exact same amount mirrored, possibly with any pay increase rates in the fall for the new budget proposal, that should be in there as well.
Okay. I think we're on item number 6, 2019A budget revision number 5.
Yes, sir. This is to close out one project that is over, the municipal court software project, and then to add about $3,000 to the 19th and 20th Avenue lighting install project. The 2019A warrants are nearing their payout completion. And there's about $4,000 left in contingency after this budget revision will take place. We are needing to close those out pretty quickly. Adding this $3,000 to the project budget will help aid in that. But then also the quotes came back, the bids came back for the project needing just that additional $3,000.
So we're currently budgeted for the 19th and 20th Avenue is the 50,000?
Yes, sir.
We're adding
50,573.
3, so we're getting the extra 3 from the 4 left over with the court software.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did we figure out where on 19th and 20th the lighting install,
I did
what we're
not.
talking about?
I did not. Nay, are you aware of where on 19th and 20th that is?
Is it on six?
6th Street?
Is that between 5th and 7th?
In a cave?
No, you know, it was about a year ago, we had a consultant in. Remember, I know I did a ride around, I'm sure y'all did, to look at the lighting plan. I'm just wondering if that's that's beginning to implement.
We can get you the exact street ads.
All right, is there a motion?
I don't know.
And I am too. I even mentioned that I would find out, and I completely forgot.
Is there a motion?
So
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Item is approved.
Wherever it is, it's gonna be great.
I'm sure, as long as it's
People
between,
are saying it's gonna be.
as long as it's between 15th Street and about 3rd Street. All right, next item, number 7, is it?
Yes, sir.
2022B budget revision number 5.
The 2022B is the warrants that were issued for the water and sewer 10-year plan. As Ms. Michael briefed in Projects Committee regarding the Fletcher's outfall line repair project, there was already $750,000 budgeted in that project line item as we were planning to do some work in the area. The contract that came back for the emergency work is needing another $300,000. There is significant amounts to cover that in the contingency of the bond. And since it's already a 10-year plan project, we decided that the bond contingency was a reasonable add to use that for. So that is just to move $300,000 from the contingency in the bond to the outfall line repair project.
All right, any questions or comments? Is
This
there a
is
motion?
also requested for double up this evening.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, revision is approved,
Thank you.
and we will see it on full council tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Meggs, you're back up. Resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a grant application for the 2025 West Alabama Recycling Program ADEM Fund Grant.
Yes, sir. This resolution just gives the mayor authority to sign our grant application for 2025, and there's the city doesn't provide any kind of match for this grant.
Those are magic words. Gentlemen, are there any questions or comments?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Item is approved. You're up again, Chris.
Up again.
Resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a cooperative agreement related to the Alabama Department of Environmental Management for West Alabama Recycling Program for FY '25.
Yes, sir. So this just gives the mayor the authority to sign the partnership agreement with us, Tuscaloosa County, Para, Shelton State Community College, and the University of Alabama. We all work together to make sure we have a comprehensive recycling program in West Alabama.
Okay, that's, so kind of give me an example of how all those entities you just named
So-
collectively participate in a recycling program.
So UA brings recycling to us. All their glass comes to us. We house containers at the UA facility. We provide clear stream recycling containers for Shelton State, Para. If you walk into a Para facility, you see the recycling containers. Those are provided through this grant that we all work together to apply for. County as well. County uses our recycling facility. The things that they use to collect are provided through this grant.
All right.
All right.
Gentlemen, any questions or comments?
Is Northport not a part of that?
Yes. So they bring their recycling to us. Yes, sir. But that's about as far as that goes.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. The resolution is approved. Gentlemen, is there any other business to be brought before the Finance Committee today? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye.